Welcome to Aishas IS Institute, taking a look at current affairs for 9th October 2016, Sunday. The 8 news items which we have picked up from the Hindu newspaper are Operation Ginger, tit for tat across the LOC. So this is about a surgical strike which had taken place in 2011 by both India and Pakistan. So the details about this are documented with us, so we know about it. These were much more ruthless and was publicly acknowledged. The heads of soldiers were taken as trophies on both sides. India in retaliation had launched Operation Ginger, under which surveillance, both physical and using UAVs, unmanned aerial vehicles, was done, and targets were selected in Pakistan and eliminated. Next news item is about CM launches India's first international arbitration center. So arbitration basically means bringing in a third party, an arbitrator, to resolve disputes amongst entities, companies. So this arbitrator is a non-biased independent person. So Indian Arbitration Act also mandates for this. Presently the Indian companies have this arbitration done in international centers, majorly in Singapore and London. It says 30% of the cases there involve Indian companies. So to facilitate this, India has established its first international arbitration center in Mumbai, which was inaugurated by Maharashtra CM Devendra Fadnavis. So arbitration basically means not involving the judiciary. So that is a way out found. So that is the case. Next is Kochi researchers target residual glioma cancer cells. So glioma is brain cancer. For this, photodynamic therapy is used, in which these brain cancer cells are targeted, but still the residual cells remain, because if they are not very specific targeting, so if these cells close to the brain tissues, normal brain cells are there, even the normal cells would be affected. That's why the residual are left, and these result actually in reoccurrence of brain cancer. So now Indian researchers are finding a way to even target these residual cells. So they are using the photodynamic therapy only, but they are using some nanoparticles, encapsulating the drug in this nanoparticle to better target and better absorb light and be more efficient in targeting these cells. So these peptides will also result in specifically targeting cancer cells only. So this is a research breakthrough by Indian researchers. Next is IIT Hyderabad finds a chink in E. coli armor. So this E. coli bacteria, which affects even the humans, so this synthesizes a capsular polysaccharide. So this capsular polysaccharide can be targeted, is what these researchers are finding. Even this CPS, it's called, is different from different types of E. coli bacteria. So they have even brought in a database and studied all these different types of CPS, and now they're finding how can they make it ineffective by either binding a protein to this CPS so that it does not bind to the membrane, or finding other ways so that this becomes ineffective. Next is subsurface ocean lies deep within Saturn's moon Dione. So this information has come through the Cassini-Huygens spacecraft. So this is an international collaboration between NASA, European Space Agency, and Italian Space Agency. Cassini is an orbiter orbiting the Saturn, and Huygens is a lander which was landed on Titan, a moon of Saturn. So other moons of Saturn have also been studied, flybys conducted, and even presently about Dione information has come in. So the core of these moons is known to be solid, and there is subsurface ocean between the crust and this core. So even about Dione, the same information has come forth now. Next is, finally search begins for a fighter to replace MiG-21s. So we know we have already purchased Rafale aircrafts from Dassault, a French company. These 36 aircrafts are government-to-government agreement purchases, means they will be purchased in flyaway conditions, ready conditions. So now, and we still need more aircrafts because our MiG-21s, which are from Russia, which are huge, large number, are retiring now. So the MiG-21s are retiring and our demand is huge. We need to diversify our defense equipments also. So apart from these Rafale aircrafts which have been ordered for immediately as is the requirement of our armed forces, but we need technology transfer in defense. That is the Make in India program of the PM. So under this now a huge technology transfer will also take place under a new agreement which government will finalize for which an RFI, request for information, has been put forth by the government. So another deal would be signed under which large number of aircrafts will be purchased with technology transfer. So that is the news here. Next is US formally accuses Russia of cyber attacks campaign. So cyber attacks do take place. Countries attack each other's computer systems. So Russia is being accused now by USA that it is attacking the Democratic Party's computer systems to either disrupt or discredit the election process, presidential elections which are going to take place. So that is the news. Another thing which USA accuses Russia of is that it is saying that short-range nuclear-capable missiles are being moved by Russia into Kaliningrad. Now this Kaliningrad is part of Russia but lies in Europe. We'll see in the map later. So that is another accusation made. Last news is India to light up IEA's global LED program. This is regarding the LED lights, the Ujala program which India has launched has been quite successful. The purchasing price of these LEDs have come down drastically in India. Also the amount of production has also increased. So this has been appreciated by even International Energy Association, and it wants to replicate this program even in other countries, especially Indonesia. So India has been praised for this. LEDs are much more energy efficient. They result in 80% less energy consumption, power consumption than incandescent bulbs. So that is an appreciation here. Now looking at each of these news items one by one. The first one, Operation Ginger. We discussed it. This is publicly information is known about these surgical strikes, not the present ones. This is the map of Jammu and Kashmir. This is Pakistan occupied Kashmir. This is Aksai Chin, which China took away from us in the 1962 war. And this is part of POK which has been handed over by Pakistan to China. This is the LOC, line of control between the Green region and India part of Jammu and Kashmir, and this is the line of actual control between China occupied Kashmir and Jammu and Kashmir of India. So this is the map. Next, the International Arbitration Center in Mumbai. So arbitration is, the CM says that arbitration under the state policy is binding. So each agreement which these Indian companies have with foreign companies also should have arbitration clause. So it is compulsory. So now the International Arbitration Act has been even amended to make it more stringent, a clear time frame being given to make it quicker, avoiding delays. That's what the idea is all about. Then the next news item about glioma cancer cells. So this is photodynamic therapy which is used to target them. The research which Indian researchers have done is that in this photodynamic therapy they are using nanotechnology, nanoparticles with peptides functionalized so that they specifically absorb, selectively absorb only cancer cells. So that is the idea. Photodynamic therapy is also explained here in the second point. It uses photosensitive drugs that become active under the action of light and convert molecular oxygen into reactive oxygen species that kill cancer cells. So this is there, but this absorption of light is not very effective. So the research which is going on is to make this absorption process more effective, and even the peptide, the drug enclosed in a nanoparticle, which nanoparticle will be more effective and selectively targeting cancer cells. So that is the benefit of Indian research. So this is glioma here, you can see. Next news item is about E. coli bacteria. We saw the synthesis which they do of capsular polysaccharides. So it attaches to the surface membrane and makes even the human immune system ineffective because it acts like a filter, a membrane which does not allow permeability. So that is there. And then even antibiotics do not function because of this capsular polysaccharide. So if a way is found to make this ineffective, that will result in better response or better targeting E. coli infections. So that is there. So they have found all 80 such capsular polysaccharides, CPS, and they have made a repository of it, and they are finding ways to target them, making them dysfunctional. Then next news item is about Saturn's moon Dione, which has been studied. So that Titan, Enceladus, and even Dione now have been studied, and there are subsurface oceans shown in all three. The Cassini-Huygens mission, which I spoke of, this will wrap up in 2017. It has completed 20 years in space now. a joint mission, as we discussed, between NASA, ESA and Italian Space Agency. So this is Saturn and the various moons. Dione is here, Enceladus, Titan is other here. Next news item is about the MiG-21's replacement. So the government-to-government contract here has been finalized, but we'll need more. The fighter aircrafts in competition here are these. This is medium multi-role combat aircrafts. So the manufacturers, Eurofighters, Mikoyan and all these, the model which they are putting forth, the cost of each of these, the country to which these belong and other specifications are given here. So let's see, they will give their tenders in and then government will select one amongst them or many, we don't know. So this processing has started. Request for information is the first step which government has taken right now. So they'll put in their proposals, each of them. Then this is about the US accusation, and this is Kaliningrad. This is Kaliningrad. Russia is in Asia and Europe here. St. Petersburg, Moscow lies here. Kaliningrad is between Lithuania and Poland, opening up to the Baltic Sea too. So it's located in Europe. It is separated from mainland Russia. So now accusations being made that a small range, short range, nuclear capable missile is being shifted by Russia into Kaliningrad. Wow, much of it is true, we don't know, but yeah. Lastly, this LED program, Ujala Unnat Jyoti for affordable LEDs for all scheme, which has been introduced by the government. So this has been very successful. This was praised at the World Sustainable Development Summit, which is conducted by TERI, the Energy and Resources Institute. So it's an annual event. It was earlier called Delhi Sustainable Development Summit. Now it is known as World Sustainable Development Summit with international participation. And the International Energy Agency has praised it, a program, Unnat Jyoti program, that is Ujala, and it will replicate it in other countries, especially it has spoken of Indonesia, where this will be brought in. So that is a praise. So this sustainable development is required energy efficiency. The UN Sustainable Development Goals also speak of energy efficiency. These have been started off from January 2016, the effective till 2030. So 15-year target. This UN Sustainable Development Goals are the successors to MDGs, Millennium Development Goals, which were launched in 2000, the Millennium, till 2015. So now 2015, these negotiations took place and new goals, Sustainable Development Goals, have been finalized. There have been 17 goals and 169 targets within this, which will be specific. And another difference between MDGs and SDGs is that Millennium Development Goals were more so targeting underdeveloped and developing countries, but SDGs are universal for all countries. So you can have a look at them too. These are the Sustainable Development Goals, the 17 goals which are put forth and targets within each of them too. So that is it for today. Thank you.